All right. Hey there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid month reading. This is going to be a reading for July 15th through the 31st, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Libra, if this resonates and you would like to book a personal, make sure to check out the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy these readings and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday only to my email list subscribers. Lastly, if you guys enjoy what I do, you want to say thank you. Donation link is below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Your girl is addicted to coffee. This is how we make it through these readings, is with the power of coffee. All right, main energy for your reading is the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you get the Strength. This is a beautiful bond. It's a beautiful connection that you share with somebody else here. But it's not easy breezy beautiful. There's some difficulties. There's some hardships on this connection. Some of you, your person obviously can be any sign. Some of them may be a Leo. I see Leo twice, and I see Taurus also twice, which is really interesting. Again, they can be any sign. It doesn't really matter. In the recent past, you get the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, and the Sun. You're feeling a little bit stuck here in the recent past because you can't figure out what the best course of action is. You're trying to gain clarity, you're trying to gain an understanding about like what do I do to get to a place of success? Now we'll see what the success is. Is this internally for yourself? Is this within this connection? We'll clarify in a minute, but you're feeling stuck. What you may fail to realize here in the recent past is that the universe was keeping you stuck on purpose because you were meant to learn something. You were meant to realize something, and the universe is like, we can't let you progress, Libra, until this clicks for you, until you get it. And it didn't seem like you got it. And that's why the universe is like, okay, we're going to keep you stuck because you're still not getting it. In the current situation, you get the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. You're very conflicted when it comes to this connection. Somebody is showing up here with very childish energies, very immature energies. And so they're it's not that it's like a bad energy, they're just childish. They're immature. It's like dealing with a toddler. And that could be part of why you're conflicted. I'll clarify in a minute and see like where this conflict for you comes in when it comes to this connection. In the near future, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. You definitely want to start over. You want to level this up here in the 3D world. So that could be taking this connection to the next level, reconciling. We'll clarify and see. Um, but it's also coming from a place of you realizing, like, this is the person for me. This is the person that I want. Like, they're all that in a bag of chips. Even though they're not the easiest, even though they may be difficult, even though they may be stubborn and set in their ways, and everything has to happen how they want it to happen, right? This is still the person for me as far as you're concerned. And I don't know if you're like realizing that or accepting that in the near future, but that's what you're showing me. So let's dive in. Let's clarify the Four of Wands, which is the main energy for this reading. Four of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a very deep bond that you share, and it ended. I see the Ten of Swords. I see the ending here. I see the pain that you were experiencing. And you're showing me I'm still very much attracted to this person. I'm still drawn to them, not just physically attracted to them, like energetically. Their energy like hooks you. It's got you hooked. Okay. Um, and so you're showing me like I'm still very, very drawn to them, very attracted to them. And I want to rebuild here. I want to rebuild this connection. I want to rebuild this foundation. Like, meet me halfway. I'll put a brick, you put a brick. Don't be so closed off, Four of Pentacles. Don't shut me out. Like, let's work together to rebuild here following this ending. This ending doesn't have to be the end of us, right? Because again, you keep showing me this is a strong bond. This is a strong connection. I'm still very attracted to you. I'm still very drawn to you. Like, let's not give up on this. Is your person matching your energy? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't see them showing up here. So maybe yes, maybe no. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to see the Hangman. Ooh. Wow. The Hangman is clarified by the Lovers, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. You're stuck. You're showing me I am not moving away from this connection. I'm not moving. I'm just stuck. And I'm like, okay, well, what energies are you stuck in? Bottom of the deck, you get the Three of Swords. You're stuck in heartbreak, but you're also stuck in this is the connection for me. The Lovers and the Two of Cups is like, this is my soulmate here in the 3D world, and this is my soulmate in the 5D. And you're showing me like, I don't care what it takes. I want to start over. I want to wipe the slate clean. Like the Fool is the first card in the entire tarot deck. And you're showing me, this is what I want to start. I want to start from ground zero. Also with the Two of Cups, like you love this person. Regardless of what happened between the two of you love them. And the Lovers, I mean, come on. I don't even need to talk about this. The Lovers. It's the most emotionally charged card in the entire deck. And you're showing me the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're heartbroken. You're heartbroken. And I can assume it's because of this ending. But you want nothing more than to start over. Nothing more. Let's clarify the Six of Wands in the recent past. Six of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. You get the Empress in the same row here in the near future. Yeah, remember how I said at the beginning, you don't know what the path to success is? You don't know how to get there, but you know exactly what your definition of success is when it comes to this person. You're showing me this is the person for me. I want to do whatever I can do to make this work, to make this happen with them. And I'm like, okay, well, what is your course of action? Like, what do you think you need to do? And you're like, oh, I just need to love on them. I need to give them love. I need to express my feelings. I need to express my emotions. That's the path to emotional fulfillment. That's the path to emotional stability here. Like, that's what we need to do. Now, is that actually happening in the 3D world? You're showing me the Page of Pentacles. Not much is happening in the 3D world between you and this person. But that's not to say that you've even remotely given up. Like, as far as you're concerned, this is the person for you. They are all that and a bag of chips with a side of Coke. Like, they are it. Like, that is it for you romantically. They're the one you want. Let's take a look at the Sun in the recent past. Sun is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, which you got in the same row in the recent past, and the Four of Wands, which is the main energy for your reading. This is the connection for you. This is the bond for you. You're showing me I'm crystal clear on that. And what I like about you, Libra, is you're a go getter. You're like, I will do whatever I need to do to make this work, to make this happen. But the thing is, you're still stuck. You're stuck, remember, and you're referencing this. You don't know what to do in order to get back to this place of happiness with this person. So for you, it's not an issue of taking action, it's an issue of what do I do to make my desire happen. You're very, very oriented on like the end goal, but you literally just don't know how to get there. Bottom of the deck, though, you get the King of Wands. You're very, very confident that once you're pointed in the right direction, you will make it happen. It's just about you figuring out like the best course of action to actually get this connection back. Wow, I don't think I've seen such intense, loving energies just so clearly in a while in a reading. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands in the current situation. Five of Wands is clarified by the Devil, the Judgment, and the Temperance. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Wands again. Here's the thing. These are all major arcana cards, which is letting me know that these are pretty intense energies that you may be experiencing in the current situation. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, Libra. Take a breather. Take a breather. You're almost becoming obsessed and addicted to the idea of fixing this and healing this. You're showing me, I just want to restore harmony. I just want to restore balance here. I just want to bring back divine balance. I want to fix everything. You're clear on that. But it's almost like you've become addicted to the idea of like, I need to figure out how to resolve this, how to resolve this. What do I do? What do I do? How do I fix this conflict? Right? Um, you are very confident that you'll be able to fix this. You'll be able to resolve this. And that's beautiful. But it's literally like you're almost like a dog with a bone where it's like you can't think of anything else. You can't focus on anything else. It's like one track mind. How do we restore harmony in this connection? The reason I'm saying take a breather is because Libra, it takes two to tango. You're not in a relationship with yourself. And what I'm not seeing here is your person's energy, which is letting me know that they are not giving as much energetically, at least not now, to this connection as you are. And so you're sitting here like pushing, like, how do I make this happen? How do I fix this? How do I fix it? And you're literally the only one pushing this cart. Your person's just standing there. Maybe they're not even talking to you. Maybe they're not doing anything. And you're just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. The universe is saying, take a breather. Give yourself a minute. Let's clarify the Hierophant in the current situation. Hierophant's clarified by the Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you get the Five of Pentacles. You're starting to fear that maybe this isn't going to work out. And I say fear because I don't actually see any proof here in the 3D world. This is just more so your internal energy. You're a little bit confused because the main reason you're starting to doubt this is because it's taking much longer than you expected. You're showing me like I had this like time frame in mind. I had like an idea of like, oh, we'd resolve this in like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. The timeline is getting elongated, it's taking longer, and that's kind of sending you into this energy of doubting it and questioning it and being like, "Well, you're not only doubting whether this is gonna work out, that's part of it, you're also doubting this connection as a whole." You're starting to go back and review this whole connection and ask yourself different questions like, "Is this what I actually thought it was? Did they feel how I felt?" And again, this is all stemming from a place of this is taking longer than I thought it would take. So I don't know what timeline you had or have in your head. Get rid of it because it's going to take longer than that for this whole situation to play out. Divine timing is at play. And let me tell you, one thing that I learned, you cannot rush divine timing. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands in the current situation. Page of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups. Wow, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the Page of Swords. You're dealing with a child, Libra. I don't know how else to say this. And not like an actual child, okay? But like immature. Remember how I said I don't see your person's energy here? Yeah, it's because they're not giving much. They're very, very, very immature in how they handle emotions and how they're approaching you with this reconciliation, with coming back. You're showing up under the King of Cups. You're giving them love, you're giving them emotion, you're expressing yourself, and in return, they're giving you breadcrumbs, if that. So, an example of this would be you text them, sometimes they text back, sometimes they don't. You're like, hey, you know what? I really miss you. I want to have a conversation. They're like, can't, busy today. And then you don't hear from them for a week, right? You know this. Everything I'm telling you, you're already clear on. So, this shouldn't come as a surprise to you. And you're also not really sure how they feel. There's a lot of doubts for you as to whether or not they love you the way you love them. Because you're showing me the King of Cups. The King of Cups is I love you. I don't know how they feel about you back. You know? You love them greatly. You love them deeply, but they're not matching that intensity. And I'm not saying that they don't feel that way. I'm just saying like they're very immature when it comes to emotional things. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, Six of Cups. You've got all four aces on the table: Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Aces are all about beautiful, brand new beginnings. Okay. The energy is there, but it's up for both of you to take it. And in the near future, again, I can see just how much you want this new beginning. I can see how much you're trying to make it happen, but you're getting a little overwhelmed with living in the past. So, what I mean by that is you are so fixed on the idea of I want a new beginning. I want to start over. I want to wipe the slate clean. And you're interacting with your person as if they were the person that you were dating like 2, 3, 5 months ago. You're not interacting with them on the level of the person that you're dealing with now. So what I mean by that is 2, 3, 4 months ago, if you texted your person, they would text back. If you wanted to have an open dialogue, they would have it. If you needed to communicate about something difficult emotionally, they would communicate with you, right? The person that you're dealing with now is not that. They're not texting you back. They're not talking to you. They're definitely not approaching this from a mature emotional perspective. And so you're, even in the near future, you're still interacting and trying to make this happen, and you're communicating with the person, and you're acting towards them as if they were that person from the past, right? The good times, 4 or 5, 6 whatever months ago. That's overwhelming you and confusing you because you're like, well, 4 or 5, 6 months ago they would text me back and now they're not texting me back. What's going on? What you're not realizing is that you may be dealing with the same person, but the energies have shifted, and you may need to shift your approach. I'm not saying give up on this, right? Not at all. But realize who you're talking to. Realize that the person that you used to deal with is not the person that you're dealing with now. Adjust your actions appropriately. Let's take a look at the Empress in the near future. Empress is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. I like this. So what you're doing is you're taking all your energy because honestly, you're just bummed out. You're just bummed. You're like, I'm not really making that much progress. This person's not giving me much. You're taking all the energy that you're focusing on them and you're focusing it on yourself. You're showing me in the background, I do still want to work on things. I do still want to build. I do still want to move forward. That's what you're manifesting. That's what your desire is. So you haven't given up on that. But you're showing me I'm not going to keep dumping all my energy into this and not get anything in return. It's literally like, throwing your emotional we'll call it money, like dumping, burning your emotional money for no reason. You're like, I still want this. I'm still willing to make it work. And I'm still, making that clear. But I'm not going to be the one that does all the work. Instead, I'm going to take all that energy and focus it on myself to level myself up. Right. And I like that. I like that. You're taking care of yourself. You're prioritizing yourself. You're nurturing yourself. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles in the near future. Wow, so many aces. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. And just like that, lo and behold, the second you pull your energy away, you're like, okay, I'm not fixated on you. I'm fixated on myself. And by the way, you're not even like communicating this to your person. I don't see you texting them, be like, you know what? You're not giving me anything. I'm done with you. I'm going to prioritize myself. No, you do this silently. You're not even talking to them at this point. You're energetically, you're just focusing on yourself and you get Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. The second that you start prioritizing yourself and focus on yourself, guess who comes back? Guess who makes a turnaround? Guess who's like, hey, you know what? Now it's my turn to want a new beginning. Here you are trying to start this new beginning. Then you focus on yourself. And then they're like, oh my gosh, Libra's not chasing after me anymore. Wait, Libra, come back. Don't walk away from me. And then they're the one that want to make it work now. Okay. They are still coming off with very standoffish energy. So, what I mean by that is, even though they're going to be the ones that are going to try to make it work with you and reach out or whatever, they're still going to act as if they're doing you a favor. Um, like they're the ones that are kind of like doing you a favor by wanting to like work on this. So like, oh, fine, sure, I can't meet up tomorrow, but we can meet up like a week from now or something. But it's really the fear when they're like, oh, Libra's not pursuing me and chasing after me anymore, and all their energy is now focused on them. Uh-oh, what if they might actually end this? And then this person kind of comes around. I just have to say, Libra, if this is the kind of energy you're into, by all means. But if what you have to do is literally like when you're trying to make things work with this person, they couldn't give a flying beep about you. But then the second you pull your energy away, then all of a sudden they're interested. I would just say, ask yourself if this is the kind of person and relationship that you deserve in your life. And that's that. Because I will say this, it takes a lot to get you to be emotional and to be so open and vulnerable. And you're literally vomiting emotion on me here. So for you to get to this point and this person still isn't like matching your energy and realizing like how much you're putting yourself out there, that's it. That's all I have to say. Just ask yourself that. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Libra. From the universe, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a slow process. It's a slow process. It's really dragging your feet on getting this to work and you and your person finally meeting halfway to make it work. But it ends up happening. This person just needs to kind of like get out of their own way and realize like we don't have to play these games. We don't have to play the you chase after me, I chase after you game. But it's because you guys have that kind of cat and mouse energy, which things take longer than they should. The process, like movement is so, so slow, but you're both moving towards working on things and building and creating. So I like that, but I just wish this person would get out of their own way and stop with these games. But Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.